Valley Club, get your free Extreme X-Men charge next week when Nightcrawler, Forge, and Sunspot all become farmable. Spider Society, they are getting another rework and a new raid is on the way, and even more Crimson gear for you and your lines. And it is now time to get your votes in for the character that you want some free shards for the Dark Dimension celebration. If you're ready for all of that and more, then you know to Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we have a jam-packed blog post for you to review. We are talking about the Extreme X-Men. They're becoming farmable next week. We have a new raid coming. Spider Society are getting another rework. And of course, Dark Dimension. You get to vote on the character that you want. But before we get to all that, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. And Valley Club, this is your battle plan for April 13th through the 19th. Starting on April 15th, Spider-Man Pavitra is coming to Marvel Strike Force. If you want the next member of Spider Society, that is when you do it. Also, we get a new battle pass. The Strike Pass is going to feature Void Knight. This is the one that features more gold and some diamond credits. Cosmo is going to be the Blitz on Monday. April 16th, Tuesday, getting some events starting. Earthlings Needed. We have a bunch of different ways to score for this event, but it is all about getting these event orbs, spending campaign energy, spending ISO 8 campaign energy as well, and the associated web milestone is where you need to earn some Blitz credits, so blitzing again next week. Also, there is a allied supply orb fragments that you need to get for the attack of plants milestone, the web milestone where you need to spend some ISO 8 energy. And Extreme X-Men are becoming farmable on the 17th of April. Next week's Quick Rumble Blitz will feature the Superior 6 and will feature some planetary orb fragments, which is needed for this Earthlings Needed milestone. The Extreme X-Men Nightcrawler is going to the Cosmic Crucible store. Forge is going to the War store, and Sunspot is going to Hard Heroes 4-6. He's going to be replacing Anti-Venom. It's now going to be in the Arena store. And like we said, Spider-Man Pavitra is coming on April 15th. Looks like a normal release method for him. 675 power cores for his orb. You could get up to 180 of his shards. Normally, you're going to only get 6 shards, though, and some deals as well. Today's Free Claim Friday. Make sure you claim that. There are going to be some Gamma Rays for the Nature vs. Nurture milestone event. Peter B. Parker, you're going to get 5 of his shards there, and some Crimson Tombstone for the Juggernaut event. Dark Dimension is also getting updated. Not a huge update, but in the near future, reducing the cooldown for after completing Dark Dimension from 24 hours to just 1 hour. That is going to help on your second runs. Or if you want to try to get some of those borders for your characters, you can do multiple runs after multiple runs, get those borders. Helping a little, not a huge change, but it is helping a little. And as far as a visual change, when the updates go live, the newest Dark Dimension was going to feel first, which is Dark Dimension 7, and then it's going to go down from there. Currently, it is 1, 2, and then subsequent from there. So, going to change it. It's going to have the hardest difficulty on the left side. So, if you are trying to get that hardest difficulty, it's going to be a little easier for you. And because Dark Dimension 7 was beaten by Beta Red Bill last week, we have a celebration for the entire Marvel Strike Force community. You get to vote for the top 2 characters that you could get some shards and a 7 red star. Make sure you go over to the Players Voice Discord. The link will be down in the description. But yes, you can vote for 2 characters. Now, most of these characters are farmable. I was trying to get back into the poll. Unfortunately, because I already voted, was not able to see it again. But all the characters there were farmable. Right now, the Extreme X-Men are not farmable, so those are some unfarmable characters, and Hive Mind. So currently, my vote is for Hive Mind, but vote for whoever characters that you want to get some shards and red stars for. And it looks like the Spider Society was not performing as well as the devs wanted as terms of sales and everything like that, so they're getting a rework. Spider-Man Pavitra, his passive is getting a rework. Currently see at level 2, he's gaining some crit chance, crit damage, 50% focus. Level 3, he extends that 50% focus to the rest of the hero's Spider-Verse allies. Well, that is going to go up to 100% focus when these reworks go live. Also getting some speed changes to Peter B. Parker. His speed right now is a very slow 108. That is going up to 124 after these reworks go live. And Penny Parker, her speed is a very slow 106 currently. That is going up to 122 after these reworks. And if the second rework of the Spider Society is not evidence enough that the devs are not happy with this team, not just the way they're performing in the raids, but also the way this team is selling, well, they point out 3 big reasons that you probably want to invest in this team. First is that they're required for the skill nodes in the incursion raids, and there's going to be more information to talk about in just a little bit as far as that. Also, they're going to play an important role in the next iteration of the escape from Kyln. Now, what did last week's blog post did describe more information on Escape from Kyln. This is all we have so far, so I guess it got delayed, or we would have had all the information on the cells, the rewards, and everything like that. So, you know that line at the bottom that says everything is subject to change? Well, I guess that part was subject to change from last week's blog, so no Kyln next week as far as I can tell. Also, they're going to be required for an upcoming new raid, and what I'm thinking this raid is not Incursion 3 or new difficulty Incursion. I think it's a new Greek raid. So we've had updates to the Gamma raids, which is a little more difficult and does have some additional requirements that previous versions of Gamma didn't have. Well, Alpha, Beta were never ever updated, so guessing that Spider Society, because this team was not selling as well as the devs wanted, is going to be required for the next version of whatever Greek raid we are getting. We'll see what happens though with all that. As far as the raid season rewards, well, next season there's going to be a significant increase to the Crimson gear that you can earn from the leaderboards, which is great for everyone, but certain alliances will get a large bonus in the season points at 100% completion. And obviously, if you want to do 100% completion, you need to finish those skill raids, which means that you need to invest in the Spider Society. So giving even more rewards if you and your alliance are investing in this team. But if you're not, well, you're still getting even more Crimson gear from the season rewards. They say get all the skill nodes to get your raid to the highest scores in the season rewards, get even more Crimson gear. The showcase events, they're also being updated as well. What it says here, the new team launches, they provide a showcase to highlight the team, add to their story, and reward players that build them right away. And for Spider Society's showcase, you can complete up to 3 difficulty tiers for free. That was not the case with Cabal because you were not able to unlock Iron Patron before the showcase ended. I guess we will be able to unlock the Spider Society before their showcase ends, so you can look forward to that. You could get that stuff. Now, a highly engaged player, so you would have to do all these events and everything like that. So, some recent showcases, some players were only able to complete 2 difficulty tiers for free, which was not satisfying. Yeah, Cabal was one of them. I'm not sure about Hivemind, but I know Cabal was one of them. We're working sure to make these 3 tiers going forward whenever possible, and going forward, their endeavor to keep the trend of 3 tiers. This is subject to change, so not necessarily. There may be some teams that they want to sell a little bit more, that you wouldn't need to invest in all of the characters, but they'll let you know in advance. They'll let us know in advance if this is modified for a future showcase. So before a team comes out, they should give us indication if it's going to be 2 tiers or 3 tiers for free. As far as the Nature vs. Nurture month-long milestone events for next week, the big event is Earthlings Needed. You can get some Peter B. Parker shards. Now, not known what is in the orb, this planetary orb that is going to be rewarded for a few different means. But as far as just the milestones, it looks very, very challenging to unlock Peter B. Parker with just those milestones. So hopefully we have a good orb that gets a lot of these Peter B. Parker shards in it. Crimson gear, diamond orb fragments, also awards in this. Now, as far as collecting these planetary orbs, hopefully there's a lot of shards for Peter B. Parker, and hopefully it's a good orb. But you could also get some of these orb fragments from ISO 8 campaign nodes. You could also score for this event with spending campaign energy. You're also getting more of these orb fragments in next week's Quick Rumble Blitz as well. And taking a look at the scoring for this, you're going to need 2,500 total Blitz credits because 1 Blitz credit is worth 1 point. It is going to be a 1-day event that repeats 6 times, so 7 total days. And taking a look at the calculations, you will need to get 2,500 Blitz credits per day. Now, you do have 750 Blitz credits in your daily objectives, so the effective total that you need from blitzing is 1,750 that you need from Blitz credits, that you need from blitzing, and the Blitz credit average is 15 per win. And if we take that, you're going to need to win 117 Blitz battles. We're doing 40 wins per rotation. Obviously, there are 54 save squads in the game right now, so you can score more than this. But basically, 3 rotations per day should get you the max of these web milestones. And for that, you're going to get 6,000 Earthling Needed milestone points every day, 8,000 orb fragments per day. Total through this event of all 7 days, 42,000 Earthling points and 56,000 planetary orb fragments. And the scoring for the Earthlings Needed event, campaign energy and planetary orbs are the only scoring methods right now. 7 points for every campaign energy you spend. There is a limit of 56,000 points. It is a 7-day solo event, and every planetary orb fragment that you get is going to be worth 1 point. moving this down so we can take a look at some of the rewards here. A lot of gamma rays there and some Peter B. Parker shards as well. Not enough for the unlock, so hopefully that orb has a lot of fragments for Peter B. Parker. And as far as the minimum that you need to get to, milestone 12, one flower patch is the meta item that you need to get to. And take a look at the calculations. You would need to get to milestone 12. A little over 143,000 points will get you that flower patch. Spending campaign energy, all your 50 core refreshes will get you 1,108 energy per day. So if you do that for 7 days, 7 points per energy spent, that is a little over 54,000 points. You would need to do 100 core refresh over these 7 days to get to that limit of 56,000. So that would get you there. Your points from the web, 42,000. The orb fragments that you can get from the web is 56,000. And let's go take a look at the quick rumble blitz, because there are a bunch of orb fragments in the quick rumble blitz. Total that you could get in the quick rumble blitz, 12,000 of these orb fragments. So total from all these limits is 166,000. That will get you to milestone 13, which will get you some of these leader shards right here. The next alliance-wide milestone is gonna be on April 17th. For that, you need to spend ISO 8 campaign energy, which is good because it says here that you will get some planetary orb fragments from some ISO 8 campaign nodes, so you can kind of double dip. I don't think it's going to be all the days of the event, so I think it's going to be like one of the events that we had before, where it's just a few days that you can earn some of these fragments there. Also, allied supply orb fragments, and you can get some gamma rays. And looking at the scoring for this event, or each allied supply orb fragment is worth 1 point, and each ISO 8 that you and your alliance spend is worth 1 point in this event. A lot of gamma rays here. We need to get to all the gamma rays. Milestone 13, which is 165,000 points. Take a look at the calculations here. Milestone 13, again, that's where you need to get to. And if you do all your 50 core refreshes, that is 1,130 ISO 8 energy per day. If you take that number, multiply it by the 24 members of an alliance over the 6 days of this event, that is 162,720 points. Allied supply orb fragments, this is always a big question mark. Now, a lot of times, normally they have about 500 fragments on the web for free. Sometimes it's all the days, sometimes it's not, but assuming it's 500 a day for all 6 days of this event, that is gonna be an additional 72,000 points over all the 24 members of your alliance. And if we add these two numbers together, that is 234,720. That should get you to milestone 15. And of course, everything that we said from this blog post is subject to change. Hopefully you got some value from this video. If you did, leave it a like. It is free for you and it helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to see what are the 5 characters that you should not be investing in right now, make sure you check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.